Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No slurs. Come on, I've already started streaming.
Damn. Sorry.
Last we had left off, our wonderful little party of adventurers had been following the tracks, the remnants, the traces of the strange demonic book that they had found at the beginnings of their adventure. With the help of Alkan, you guys had managed to get out of the city of Asheville, traveled north, following this compass that seemingly continued to point you in a certain direction, eventually leading you underground into what can only be described as a very strange conflict that seems to be happening uh, between different factions of Drow, those of you who are residing within the ground beneath. So far, you seem to have discovered that one faction seemed to have some sort of strange spider kind of motif patterning and tattoos upon their bodies, while another faction seemed to have this much more visceral and kind of like almost like a skull, a symbol that resembles very much the symbol that you guys had seen on the book that Alkan had kind of been using as a guide, trying to trace its origins. You guys have made your way into a strange dwarvish, or sorry, not dwarvish, drow city, and had encountered some creatures and things that were unexpected. A skeleton knight was brought out of a cathedral. A fight occurred, and though you did manage to be successful in bringing down the creatures that resided within, it was not before two members of your party were killed. One that seems to have been just, popped off to the other side very briefly before being brought back, and another one that was a little bit more permanently killed, as the remains of Neve essentially are littering the floor of this cathedral. You had heard, evidently, from one of the two individuals that you guys had managed to rescue, one of them being a what you can only like kind of determine to be some sort of drow priestess, and a drow gunslinger who has much sharper features than any of the other ones that you had seen. He looks almost more grizzled and a little bit older. If drow could grow facial hair, you would bet that this man would probably have a full beard. However, he does not. Um, and though you can see he has a bit of a grimace, he has his hair kind of like tied up in this short ponytail just above. But both of them look relatively beat up, and he had just announced to all of you that there is a solution for potentially bringing back your friend, though it may require some work, and they would have to be able to access the armory of their own city before they could do anything in regards to it. We return back to our party here, lying in the aftermath of what had just happened for the majority of you. But for one, Giancarlo, I'd like you to join me in the private channel, please.
You got it.
Haha. Welcome,
Hello.
welcome. Now, Giancarlo, you have never died before. You've never been to the other side. Is that correct?
I gotten close, but never gotten quite dead.
Then, as you breathed your last previously, you immediately find yourself surrounded by this dark mystical, what you can only describe to be almost like a sea, and realize you're just treading water with your head just above the surface of it. The area around you is pitch black. There is nothing around you. There's no stars in the sky. There's no moon to be seen. There's no traces of light. But you're in water. You're treading it, and you just get a bit of a nervous feeling, like you're not supposed to be here. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
I guess he'll try to swim. He'll just try to move forward.
Give me an athletics check.
Whispered.
It's up to you. You can put it out in public. It doesn't really matter too much. It'll confuse the hell out of them.
Athletics check it is. There we go. That's
And
not much of a swimmer.
You try and pull yourself forward. You kind of try and do a little bit more than just treading the water on the other side. You can see that and feel and hear all telltale signs of an ocean around you. But you can feel that yourself, like, for some reason, it just doesn't feel like you're going anywhere. Though that could just be a case of the ocean moving around you. It could be just a case of you not being sure where you are, and you could be moving, but it feels endless. And then you feel a hand clutch at your ankle. It grabs you and immediately begins to try and drag you down. Do you let
Oh
it?
yeah, he's fighting that. No.
Give me a strength saving throw with advantage. As you are treading this water, you feel your head get pulled underwater briefly. And though you can't breathe the water, you immediately expel it and bubbles come out. And you swim, you thrash, and you manage to kick the hand away. But in that brief moment where your head is submerged underwater and you glance down through the bubbles coming out of your mouth, you see a dark ocean of souls, of creatures, shapeless, dark, but humanoid looking. No features, no hair, no nothing, just almost as if they were charred black. Hundreds, if not thousands of them beneath you. And in that moment of fear, you realize something else has grabbed you by the back of your neck. And you feel yourself pulled back. And you're once again awake. You could pull back to the other channel.
Jesus.
Turns, I think you hit basically all
Almost
but
every
maybe
time.
once.
Yeah.
And with your
I
one of your
love-
newer abilities, you actually did like a little extra damage here and there.
Love that
So
from
did
you.
did you fall off whatever you were trying to climb or whatever?
I wish.
Retro raggy.
Giancarlo,
This was way worse.
The memory comes back sweeping through your head before it slowly begins to almost dissipate like a dream. And only now that you've gotten a moment of silence and kind of calm do you really recall what happened.
I think I'm just curled up in a ball on the floor. That was kind of a lot.
And you can still very much feel the thrum of pain that kind of echoes throughout your side, throughout your entire body of the blow that had, well, essentially ended your life. Britt, you are echoing a little bit. There is, I think,
Okay, my bad,
no,
my
sorry,
bad.
no. There's like some background noise. I don't know if it's Kira talking. or
Okay,
something.
gotcha.
Sorry. But yeah, all of you now find yourselves in this cathedral. Alkan is still hiding nearby, though she's definitely heard the noise. What would all of you like to do?
Well, I assume that some people are probably gonna wanna chill for a moment.
Chilling would be ideal.
Lieber would like to keep moving, but he does kind of look over at Giancarlo and realize that Giancarlo is not moving anywhere anytime soon.
You're goddamn right.
Is he in any state to even be like picked up?
You can
He's
give me an
got
insight check.
HP.
Yeah.
Okay, true.
Yeah, Rune, Libra, the two of you can kind of give me an insight check as to the current state of mind for Giancarlo, if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay,
Why
dokle.
not? Ah, cool. Love it.
Giancarlo, what do you think they see?
I think he's. I mean, the word easily coming to mind is haunted. I think he, obviously the death blow is not great, but he seems more psychologically hurt than physically hurt, even though he's very physically hurt.
Aw, bud.
Well,
Rune being both lost as me and unsure of how to rectify this situation, kind of just sits on her butt like 6 feet away from him to be like, I'm there for you, but I'm not gonna be in your space. I'm just gonna sit here.
Completely disassociated. Probably doesn't even know you're there.
That's totally fine. It's really the thought that counts. She's gonna look around and go, so should we keep moving forward, or I mean, we've been through a lot. It's okay if we just take a break. I don't know.
Can I look to the people that have joined us and say, how quickly do we need to get to the armory to save Neve?
You see, he kind of takes a look at the body, looks back at you. We have about 100 years.
Oh. Okay, I
how-
think we can have a nap then.
And how far is this armory from here?
The armory is located within the main building, the main castle, where that beam is coming out of. From the best that I'm aware, the fucking assholes then. I'm sure you've noticed that there are being two different factions currently. We're in the midst of what can only be described as a civil war. We, the worshippers of stars and the worshippers of spiders, have always run this city up until, well, probably a few months ago. They've been keeping us as torture toys, little implements for their undead to play with. It has not been fun. But
Does,
they have set up a sort of divination or communications blocking power thing up there. Sorry, I don't. The common tongue is not my language of choice.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I think there's not much ways to, I guess, scout the place out without going there first.
Considering we made a bunch of noise, is there somewhere safe we can go?
They don't have many troops. They actually relied very heavily on this creatures. He kind of like just kicks the bones of Theodore.
Hey,
What? Was he a friend of yours?
watch it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was a. I did not expect you to actually answer that. Well, yes.
If we want to give Giancarlo a moment to compose himself, it would also allow me to kind of refuel some of my own energy. And if I did, then I do have a way that I could probably mask our approach if we all were to stick together.
Sure. There's. Well, this cathedral. There's a few places to hide. We should be fine. The majority of them use the undead to. What is it? Patrol the area. We should be fine. They don't have.
I mean, the spell,
vast
I don't think
numbers.
it outright like makes us invisible, but I can basically shroud us in darkness. And since this is already a pretty dark place, we'd pretty much be able to kind of walk right on through the majority of the streets, I would imagine.
You have to understand that with our dark vision, an area where we cannot see through will be just as suspicious as an area we can.
Well, I don't think this provides magical darkness. It more just shrouds our movements and sounds.
Fair. I don't
I've
know
never done
if
it
you
before, but I have a feeling.
This
I have a
good.
feeling it might numerically increase our stealth abilities by about 10, give or take.
What's a stealth ability?
Don't
What's
worry
a
about it.
stealth ability? You see Paco kind of walk over to Yuko and kind of just like pick her up ever so slightly and kind of put his arm underneath her shoulders to help her walk a little bit. And says something in Undercommon of which none of you guys currently speak. As he kind of takes all of you over to a relatively nearby kind of like a relatively small kind of nearby what you can only describe as what would have probably at one point been a relatively lively tavern of some sort. He kind of opens up the door, glances inside for a little bit before kind of ushering all of you in and
We
walking
grabbed a
through.
piece of Neve, right?
Did you? I don't know. Did you?
I
Do we need like all of them, or do we just need like a
Do we
piece?
need a piece of him?
He said we need a piece of him.
We do need a piece of him.
Yeah, I don't imagine this is true resurrection, which means
What's
that
the
we would
least-
need something.
Grody piece of him, a finger? I'll take a
see-
finger.
Yeah. There's just like a severed pinky you pick up.
Okay. I'll put it in like I have the oil flask that's now empty. I'll just like put it in there.
Yep. You hear Dolphunk close it.
I've been told these things smell.
He just kind of like shakes his head, but as you guys take a moment there, did you want to take a short rest?
Ideally. Could I have also taken what is the body of Theodore with us as well?
Did you want to take his bones, his armor, and his weapons?
Just kind of. I've already taken his weapon.
Yes.
I've already got that. So I know that obviously all of the bones are kind of in the armor. I don't know if I could just take the bones and not the armor.
It would be a bit of work. Give me a sleight of hand check just to see how long it would
Oh.
take you to try and get the bones out of the
Yeah,
armor.
there's no way.
I mean, someone else could help you. Does anybody have proficiency in sleight of hand?
Yeah, the guy who's lying curled up on the floor currently.
You know what? I think Paco would try and help you after he accidentally disrespected the body.
If you give me 4 hours, I can get a sleight of hand proficiency.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting much. I only got a +1.
Even with his help, unfortunately, you realize it would take closer to like 20-30 minutes to get all of the bones and everything out of the armor, because there's like the gauntlets, you'd essentially have to like kind of dump all of it out, the actual like leggings and all of that, they were all like strapped to the bones, so you'd have to like undo all of it. It would essentially be like properly doffing the
Oh.
armor.
Cool.
By the way, what kind of a weapon did Theodore have?
It was a
Sword.
great sword, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
And it during the time that you guys had seen him wield it, it had extended in length magically and had been, doing some weird shit.
Yep.
But you don't know if that's a property of the sword or if it's a property that Theodore had acquired.
Yeah, if I feel like I can't take just the bones, I will just pick up the entire set of armor.
Yeah. While you are kind of doing that, you kind of put the helmet back on properly, and you see on the side of the skull the same thing that you had seen on the back of your left hand.
Uh-huh.
Except it is written EX7W6.
Gotcha. Yeah, but regardless, I will kind of take the armor and the body with us wherever we're going to do this short rest. I don't know. Like you said, we moved a little bit. And for my short rest, I will just kind of either be putting rocks over the body to make some kind of a burial, or digging in the ground here, whichever one seems more feasible.
The ground is solid stone, so you actually
Yeah, that's
don't
kind of
have
what
a
I
lot of.
figured.
Yeah, so I mean, you'd be able to place like slabs and other things on top of it, but
Yeah, that's pretty much all he'd do.
okay. That you would count as too much exertion for a short rest. Is that okay? Or did you want to participate in that short rest?
I mean, regardless of if it's too much exertion or not, it's what he'd do. He's gonna do that.
So then I will prompt everybody for short rest. Libra, you could just ignore that.
Yep.
I'm only missing 1 hit point. Do I really need to spend that 1 whole die for it?
Yeah, do-
Hmm,
It's up to you.
You're doing great.
I will not.
Giancarlo spending all his hit
Yay.
dice.
He's not doing a whole lot.
Okay, but yeah, the hour period kind of passes by relatively uneventfully. You guys hear in the essentially like the back alley area of this building a bunch of stones kind of getting set up in a makeshift grave for Theodore. As just kind of watching through the window, you can see Libra going through the motions.
I'd also like to ask, if I can, if Simon would mind seeing if the sword that Theodore had on him was magical or not, and possibly just kind of casting Identify on it if he has it. I can't remember if Simon does or not.
Simon does.
I can tomorrow, but I can see if it's magical, for sure.
You don't have any.
I have Identify, but I have to prepare my spells. So I didn't have it prepared. But I will cast detect magic ritually and take a look at the sword.
Yeah, I'll say you could do that as a part of the rest, and doing so, yeah, it is magical. The sword itself does have some sort of magical properties, but you'd either have to equip it or kind of try and find out what it was. I'll tell you right now, it is a bastard sword, so it's not actually like a full-length greatsword. When Theodore was wielding it, I think it was a. I think it. Let me double check. Yeah, because I don't remember it. I don't think it was a greatsword, but yeah. So it would be a bastard sword, some sort of magical bastard sword.
I know
Great.
what kind of magic.
Uh, it seems to have some sort of evocation magic on it.
Hmm. Seems like a sick sword. Tomorrow I can see what it actually does. Or after we rest longer.
Okay. I think for now we'll just kind of. I'm assuming it came in a sheath and everything, so we'll just kind of almost sling that either around his back or on his hip
Yeah, for sure.
for now.
But ending that short rest, most of you feel a little bit recovered, feel a little bit better, and you can see that Giancarlo, much more color has returned to his face, though he still doesn't look all that amazing.
Interesting. So
What's
my
your
right
next
is
step?
technically still active on my blade, so that's nice.
Doesn't it go away on short rests?
Yeah, I didn't take a short rest though.
That is true.
Got him.
Very fair.
Got him.
This is
Ugh.
very sad.
Well, let's get going.
Hmm.
Does Giancarlo have visible wounds on him? Still?
I think he's probably bandaged the majority of them up, and you can see that they're still they're not open by any means, but they are fresh. By this instance, I'm essentially telling you that he is at full HP, but he is not like he's suffered quite a bit of wounds to his just physical body. So his hit dice have repaired some of it. But yeah.
LOL, sorry, my power went out.
Oh, did your power actually go out?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that's okay.
Storm.
Someone cover for me, but I can stay
Yikes.
tall. I just can't roll.
Is it gonna be okay? Are you
That's
sure?
crazy.
Yeah, it just seems like the lights and the electricity, it's like not cold or anything.
Okay.
This is like an outage we all knew was gonna happen, so no biggie.
Oh. Do you know how long it'll last? Should we
Okay.
just stop, or are you good? Because I think Jesse had to leave early too, right?
Mhm.
How early did you have to leave? Like, when did you have to leave? Let me double check.
Probably 6. So in like 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay. Well, let's see if we can do a little bit more then. As you guys were kind of within this hall, you did see Paco kind of wander out for a little bit, for maybe about 15-20 minutes, before he kind of came back. And as all of you are finishing up this kind of short rest, brushing yourselves off, he comes in, looks at all of you. Okay. We have two options right now, as far as I can see it. We can go directly to the armory and try and access it, or we could potentially see if there are more allies that we can free in the prison nearby. Now, I am going to be entirely honest. I don't know how many of my comrades are still alive. It could be none of them. It could be a whole bunch of them.
Is the prison like on the way, or is it more like we'd be going a separate path?
No, it is on the way. A little bit out of the way, but it is still in the same direction.
I mean, this spell in theory can last a whole hour.
It will not
So
take an hour to walk all the way to the castle.
then yeah, so if we stuck together, I suppose we could always like check it out and see if there's anyone still there. And if it's not gonna cause too much of a ruckus, then we could maybe get them out. But if it's like too heavily guarded, it might be better to come back.
I agree. For now, more allies would be helpful. At the very least, ones that are capable of or willing to fight these creatures. He kind of sighs. He takes out his pistol, and you can see, like, the pistol was the one that he had, like, stolen or taken off of the other one that you guys had met in the one that he had literally shot 3 times with Simon's gun. Actually, no, he would have both of them. Yeah, he'd have both of the two. Like he would have both of the pepper boxes. And you can see he's very proficient in wielding both of them, almost as if they were his. But yeah, eventually he kind of like leads all of you out. Do you cast Path Without Trace?
Yeah, once we get ready to like step outside, because it's a 30-foot radius around me, so I would basically just get in the middle of everyone. And then, not unlike how Esther would normally cast spells, she almost just seems to like kneel down, and her own shadow basically like kind of engulfs the like 30-foot radius and kind of like semi cloaks everyone to provide the benefit.
All right. Then I would need everyone to roll me a stealth check if you could.
Please
Oh
and thank
boy.
you.
Yeah, I'll roll for you. Give me 1 moment. Rune with the 23 total. Paco with a nat 1.
Paco, buddy.
Paco.
Buddy.
Yuko with an
On
8.
a +10.
Yep, he's got +10. That's pretty bad. I think I'm missing Esther's stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to roll Path Without Trace, but it's telling me I don't have enough uses apparently. Make it make sense. I don't fucking know.
It's because it uses key points, so it specifically has to do the thing. I can fix your sheet afterwards.
I don't know. I'll just roll a stealth check and everyone gets +10. So,
Yeah.
of course.
18.
Well, at least this makes it at 18.
Yeah.
We'd be far worse without it, that's for sure.
All right, but man, Paco, what the hell? It's okay.
Yeah,
Giancarlo
honestly, what the
rolled
fuck?
a 27. With the next highest is a 23 and a 22. So you guys are probably
17,
okay
yeah?
for the most part.
Well,
Well,
pass without trace.
20
With the
pass
plus
without
Oh,
10.
trace,
yeah,
it's a
true
27.
enough.
Dummy.
Oh, darn.
But you guys do manage to kind of make your way with Paco leading you in about 10-15 minutes of just kind of like a slow crawl through the relatively empty streets. At one point you do see like 3 or 4 in a small group of the other drow that are currently in like the skull helmets running around in the streets in almost a bit of a panic towards the actual castle itself. But they soon kind of very much disappear, and they don't seem to be on the lookout for any other creatures or people nearby. But as soon as you guys get to the prison, you see Paco kind of like put up a finger, before he tries to get into the actual building stealthily. And you can see like it's like a locked wooden door at the very front of it. And as soon as he tries to kind of like open the door, there's a loud before he just very, very slowly looks up to make sure nothing heard. All of you can give me a perception check.
As he makes that sound, I just do this.
Is it a possible hearing or scent based?
It is a hearing based.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I'll roll one for Rune. For 21. Rune. 20 from Esther. Libra with a 23. As all of you are kind of like trying to listen and pay attention, the only thing you hear is what sounds like maybe the shuffling of feet in the interior of the prison, but it doesn't sound like it's anybody coming close.
Well, at least we know someone's here.
Scott. Vesper has been in this prison for probably close to almost a week at this point. The various different guards of your caravan have been being slowly kind of dragged out on a one-by-one basis until eventually it was just you and Old Man Tim left. Old Man Tim is an acquaintance. You've known him for a little bit, but not too long. He was the one who got kind of asked you on this job and had brought you along. And you see and kind of glance at him as you two are sharing a cell as he's pacing around the actual cell itself. Maybe about 15-20 minutes ago, all of the guards that had been nearby had kind of run off, strangely. Do you speak Undercommon?
I do.
You would have known that they were speaking specific things in regards to something about the undead have fallen. One of the commanders has been killed. And they all said, we need to regroup now. And kind of like a bunch of them left the prison. One of them did ask about, what about the prisoners? And someone else had said, fuck them, let them rot. And though you know that Old Man Tim doesn't speak Undercommon, he does look to you. He kind of looks at you. So what they say?
Well, you know how they've all been sort of following or talking about that skeleton guy?
Yeah. The weird one with the yellow eyes, right? We've seen him once, I think.
Something bad's happening there. I don't know what it is, but
Oh.
prison break?
He just kind of looks at the front of the prison, looks back at you. I mean, I'm malnourished as shit. I don't know how you're doing okay, but like, I don't think we'll be getting out of this. You see, Old Man Tim is like, he is like a very large and kind of like almost rotund man in probably his early 50s. He's got like these big ass mutton chops and like a slightly balding head, of which he's completely shaved the top of it off. And he just kind of looks at you, stands up. Ugh. I don't know how we're gonna bust out of this place. You got a key or something? All our belongings aren't here. Even a knife.
We've been here for a week, and you are asking me if I have a key to our prison cell.
Well, I'm just checking. I don't know if you've hidden it until we got an opportunity to escape.
What?
You don't, right?
No.
Oh, shit. He kind of goes up to the door and starts rattling it. No, I don't think this will do anything. You got any better ideas?
You could yell for help.
I mean, I would love to. But I feel like it might attract the attention of unwanted people. What if they come back and just stab us?
If they wanted to stab us, they would have done it a week ago.
Oh, I suppose that's true. Ah! You guys all hear someone yelling for help from inside of the prison. Maybe about 20 or 30 feet from the door.
So, do you think those are your comrades that we're meant to save?
No, I don't think so. That sounds like surface dwellers speaking common.
Well,
He kind of like steps back, gestures with his hands. They're all yours, if you wish.
Rune kind of just like shrugs and goes, "Well, we gotta help them, right?"
I suppose we. And it doesn't seem like there's much resistance, or if there is, they're gone for the moment. So now might be the better time than ever.
Who knows? We might find something fun.
That's not a word I would use for it, but
Well, I think this is a brilliant sign. Empty dungeon, people calling for help. You can't get more obvious than that. We should go.
I'm gonna go open the door for him. Does there seem to be anything moving about, like hostile?
Are you asking me or are you asking someone else?
Well, on account of me not being able to see, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Good point.
Good point. Good point. Do I notice any? I mean, I guess Rune, because Rune said something.
You are fairly certain that aside from this shuffling, you did hear what sounded like a conversation that was muffled by some walls. So you weren't exactly sure what was said, but you do hear something on the other side.
Well, I think it's a sign. I think we should go. Anyone coming along? She looks around expectantly.
I'm not going
And
to leave you alone. So I'll come.
we also probably all want to stick together. That way we're all kind of cloaked, but the radius is large enough that anyone who doesn't want to go directly in could always just wait outside by the door or something.
Yeah, man the door. I feel it. This is fate. It's serendipitous. We gotta go.
Well, then lead the way.
Okay. Rune is gonna push the door open with her foot a bit and enter cautiously.
The triple decker grilled cheese.
Uh, as you kind of push the door open slowly, Vesper, you and Old Man Tim kind of glance out, and you see the only door that leads out of the prison slowly edging open, and what appears to be a like shape in the darkness. There, you see Old Man Tim kind of turn towards you, turn toward them. Oh, help! Right here! In here! Come in here! Up in here! We're in here! Come help, please! He kind of like has one of his arms out the bars. Please, could you let us out, please? And
I guess
yeah,
that answers that.
the view that you see is essentially what appears to be like a set of 4 small jail cells with like the iron bars, and you see within one of them there appears to be 2 figures. One, a relatively large rotund man dressed in like almost kind of like fancy garb. He looks like he's got these like relatively well tailored tunic, like a decent hat that probably at one point would have fit his head really nicely, but has been kind of like knocked off to the side. Like he's just covered in dirt from probably a little bit too long of time spent here. But just behind him, what do they see, Vesper?
They seem like a not quite middle-aged, but like 35-year-old human-looking man, dark hair that's now being sort of streaked with just the tiniest bit of gray. Um, light, basically priest's robes covering a, decently muscled body. Definitely having spent a week with Tim, just head in his hands, waiting for this experience to be over.
Well, what does Rune see between her and the cell? Does it look booby trapped? Does there look to be anybody else nearby?
At a general glance, no, but it looks fine. It just appears to be these two. There's a front room which you guys had to pass through, and from the best that you could tell, the front room was essentially emptied and anything important was grabbed already. There's like a few basic belongings and what you had seen to be like a small chest off to the side that they didn't bother with. But aside from that, yeah, it looks like there wasn't anybody else. Like this prison was relatively small. They probably have multiple of these all over the city itself, and this just kind of happened to be one of the ones that you guys had stopped at.
Why are you in a prison? Did you do a crime?
Is that a robot?
Huh?
You.
Wait,
I mean, I suppose so, but that's hardly the first question you should be asking anybody.
Okay, first question. Are you with the skeleton?
oh. Well, one of us might be old friends with the skeleton, but for the most part, no, we killed him.
Okay.
Oh, you're the
Second
ones who's
question.
caused this thing that happened.
You know, I can't say I know what you're talking about.
Simon's like looking at Giancarlo because normally he's the one talking. I'm like, I guess I'm talking.
Yeah, you're not really that responsive at the moment. It's just
Yeah.
kind of looking at you like,
Simon-
what, am I supposed to say something?
I'm like, oh. Usually Giancarlo's like, no, Simon, don't say that. Okay. Yeah. I'll channel Giancarlo. Depends on who's asking.
My name is Vesper. I'm in prison. A couple of
You-
hours ago, all of our guards left. I assume it's related to you.
It might be that you might be onto something. Do you perhaps have the keys to get in?
Do I? Do I have the keys to
Why
my
would
own
they have the
prison?
fucking keys? What?
Oh, there
It's
he
what
is.
I've been saying.
I glance over to Giancarlo. See, I knew that would get him to say something.
There we go. That's our boy.
Huh? I'm just gonna pop the lock, and he's just gonna break in. I mean,
Yeah, go for it. Give me yeah. Honestly, a 10 was enough. You immediately walk up and like maybe after about 15 seconds of fiddling with the lock, you hear a loud click and the lock kind of pops open and the door slightly swings out. And as soon as it swings out, you feel this kind of like old fat rotund like man just kind of pick you up. Oh, thank you. And just grab you in a big hug.
don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! No!
No,
Don't
no,
touch
no,
me!
you deserve a good hug. You deserve
No,
a
no,
good
no.
hug.
He literally just died like an hour ago.
He what?
Ah!
Him.
He whoa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did whoa.
But you couldn't tell.
No,
I
I
know he
couldn't
looked
tell.
great.
Don't fucking touch me.
My apologies. I am old man
Listen.
Dean.
Can we get this moving?
Yes. So nice to meet you both. A quick little kind of recap here. We not only did we lose our friend there, I kind of mentioned to Giancarlo. Another one of us also died, but we can't bring him back. So we are going to the armory to bring him back.
The
Oh.
armory.
Yes.
To be clear, he's not a robot.
It's
Yes,
just
the
where
friend-
these things happen, I suppose.
Yes, I guess there's some object in there that we need. But that is where we're going. If you would like to join us, that would be appreciated. I mean, I don't recommend going on your own to get out of here, but I suppose that's your prerogative.
No.
Is there
Please. Lead us out. I mean, all of my merch is fucked. So there's not much I could do anymore.
Yeah, that's
Also,
what
is Archon
happens
with
when you
us,
try
by
and
the way?
sneak through the Underdark, which again was a
Look!
bad idea.
It was going to be fine. Right? We just
Why
got...
were you sneaking through the Underdark?
It was going to be a shortcut.
Do you really?
I-
Did you need to take a shortcut that badly?
It
Was it
going
an
to-
emergency delivery?
It was going to save us 3 days. 3 days of supplies that they didn't have to pay for an entire caravan for. Think about
You
it.
say we. Does that mean you guys know each other?
Well, no, he's one of
We-
the guards. We're acquainted, right? Acquainted.
He is my employer.
Ah, you make it sound so
Oh.
formal.
We are not friends.
Fuck.
Oh.
He's
Usually
just...
employees do
listen.
not question
He's
their employers
joshing.
on-
He's joshing. He's joshing. He's just joking.
Can
We're
either of you
friends.
fight?
That's what I was hired
Great.
for.
Do you
Mm.
know where they keep your weapons?
Do I know where they keep my weapons?
Yeah, it was in a small chest in the main room.
All right, I would like to lead the group back to that chest and retrieve my gear.
Yeah, one of them is like standing beside it, so you just kind of like push past a few of them, and yeah, you grab out all of your kind of equipment from within this storage chest.
Much better. So, is there a plan beyond this armory?
Well,
Nope.
I'm currently emitting a shadowy aura that kind of keeps us hidden to an extent. So we are trying to get as far as we feasibly can, preferably just waltzing right on into the armory once we get there. But, you know, the best laid plans and all that, so we'll cover that when we get there.
Do you happen to be familiar with these people and what they could be up to? You know, how we can get by unscathed?
You're
Uh,
talking
you're
about
asking
the
the
drow?
you're
Well.
asking the people who decided it was a good idea to go through the Underdark if they know anything about the people who captured them.
Well,
The Underdark.
I don't know. You could eavesdrop.
I mean, I know there's some kind of fighting going on. I know there's some disagreements between two groups of drow. I don't know how the undead fit in. Not a fan. I don't know what this armory is or anything about it, but it's better than prison.
That sounds like we're all about on the same page.
Vesper, as you look around, you do see a drow gunslinger and a drow priestess currently standing off to the side, looking at this group. Just kind of like what the drow, the gunslinger is just leaning against the wall, while the priestess is kind of like holding onto his arm and just kind of looking at all of you with like a strange look.
Are they with
They're
you?
with us.
No, they're with the skeleton. We decided to keep them along. Yes, of course they're with us.
By the way,
They're
is
chill.
Alcon still with us, Jake?
No, you guys never went to
we forgot
retrieve
her.
Alcon.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
Oh.
Oops.
You don't know where she is.
Wait, yeah, where the fuck is she?
Retrieve?
Yeah,
Who
she
left her
was
somewhere?
hiding
She's
near
not
the
agency.
cathedral.
She's an adult.
She was hiding near the cathedral waiting on you guys. An explosion went off.
waiting was probably the best course of action. I understand.
Hopefully she doesn't go wandering off.
We should go back. You don't want to die. It's bad.
Oh. I mean, I guess it's not that far away technically, but yeah.
Well, would you like to come with us to go retrieve our friend?
Is this the friend who died, or is this another friend?
This is
Both.
another friend.
Why are there so many of you here?
Listen, don't worry about it. You coming
I
or not?
mean, yeah, I'm coming.
Okay. I would also argue, if you didn't bring this many people, maybe that's why you're in jail. Maybe that's why you got outnumbered and defeated.
We've had 22 guards with us.
Oh, then I guess
Oh.
we're just built different. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, we were overwhelmed by, like, how many was it? A bunch of
I
undead.
don't know.
They had, like, these weird arms. There was, like, 20, 30
Yeah, they
arms on one
suck.
person.
Oh yeah, no, we were well acquainted with that.
I don't know.
But
I'll
yes,
put
let's
that
go
back.
get all before we carry on. I'm sure Alcon the whole reason we're even here is because of Alcon anyway, so.
Yeah.
Before we end this session early, I will need one person to roll me a D100 luck check to see how lucky she got with her hiding.
You got it, Chief.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't think letting the guy that
Oh.
rolled so 41 is better than 40 other options, so
Yes, it could be so much worse.
I'm going to roll something technically contested. Let's see how this goes.
Please roll one.
Well, I'll reveal to you what one of the rolls was.
99. Oh God.
well, I mean, if it's
Yeah.
contested, that might actually be good for us.
Unfortunately, the other one was a little higher.
I almost got
Uh-oh.
my wish. Oh, one away.
As you guys are wandering back towards the alley where you guys believe Elkon had kind of gone to hide, give me a perception check.
All
Please
of
and
us.
thank you.
Yeah, this would be a sound or smell kind of based perception check. Oh, Vesper,
Say
God, Vesper is starting off strong.
First roll.
My God.
Please and thank you, Jake. Hee hee.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, sorry, that's supposed to be revealed.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa.
So, Esther, Giancarlo, you see no traces of Alcon where you guys had left her.
Okay, so
Rune,
fuck you.
Libra, you smell the distinctive smell of fresh blood.
Mmm.
And glancing around the alley, you can see speckles and dots of it on the wall nearby where you guys had left her. Vesper, you actually hear what sounds like struggling maybe about 2 or 3 streets away, just barely before it begins to fade, and you hear someone speaking in Undercommon, of which you do actually understand, that is saying, "You're coming with us." And then they seem to be giving an order to someone else that says, "Scout the area. There might be someone else or something else here."
Your friend much of a fighter?
Nope.
Well, no.
Yeah,
She's
okay,
a
this
dog.
way.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah.
He's paying us.
Hustling.
Ah.
Can we head towards the noise?
Yeah. Let's
Absolutely.
start
Okay.
scurrying. Hey.
Your Pass Without a Trace is still on.
Yep, it's concentration.
Esther, I would allow you to add Vesper into it if you so wish. Would you?
Let's see.
I think it's there's
Yeah,
is there a
it's
limited
basically
amount
anyone.
of creatures?
No, it's just anyone within the radius. So like, as long as
Yeah.
they're in the radius and like
Then, yeah.
actively trying to
I'll
stealth, it applies.
need a fresh stealth roll from everyone. I will roll one for
Alright.
Rune.
Thank
which is
you.
You're gonna have to roll one for
28.
Simon as well.
Behold.
I will roll
Wow,
one
that
for
was pretty
Simon
mid.
as well.
Oh wow.
5.
I mean, I rolled a 2 plus 10 plus 10.
I somehow rolled as good as Anthony. That's crazy.
Very good. As you guys are kind of rounding the corner into the alley where Vesper had heard these calls, you see maybe about 3 or 4 of these like skull-faced drow currently in the midst of walking around looking for something. And you see one of them has Alcon by the hair and is currently dragging her towards another place. She is completely unconscious. You see a big black mark on the side of her face, and like she's bleeding from her nose and from her mouth.
How far away?
Maybe about 30 feet. I'll put you on the map next time, as
Sure.
we'll call this session here, because we are one person is without power and we've lost Simon.
Sorry,
So
folks.
no, it's all right.
I
Can you
did
control
warn
your
you I might miss this
electricity?
session because of
God. God, Britt, can you control your electricity?
Jeez.
Canadians, am I right? Like, I swear, can't even keep their power in line.
I know. First a dead person, and now a dead power source. What am I gonna do?
Well, it be what it be.